Assalamu alaikum everybody. If my voice is clear, kindly please to give me the feedback. Yes, the voice is clear with you? Everybody? Yes. Now, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. How are you all? Yes. Yes, good morning. I'm also fine. Okay, yes. First, all of you know this, that you have to make your own ID. If you want to let in the class, you have to make your own ID. If you people are going to log in with some other ID, I am not going to make your attendance. Okay? So everybody just make sure you have to, if you wanted to be in the class, you have to make your own ID. You have to log in or sign in by your own ID. And after the 10 minutes, our class is started. I'm not allowed anybody to enter in the class. So all of you, no student will be allowed to enter the classroom after 10 minutes from the beginning of lecture. Okay? And you people have to make an ID with your own name to be let in the class. No one will be allowed to enter the classroom with irrelevant identity. If you people are going to log in with irrelevant identity, I am not going to mark your attendance. Make sure. Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes. Okay, Vijay. Now today we have our lecture number 4. Okay, first we talk about lecture number 3. In lecture number 3, we discuss how we are going to take the union of two set, intersection of two set, and if I want to take the difference between two set, and then symmetric difference between two set. Okay, now today we are going to discuss chapter set exercise number 1.2, and the topic of our lecture number 4 is De Morgan's law and the operation of union and intersection of three sets. In our previous lecture, we have done union and intersection of two sets. Okay, and now today we are going to discuss how we are going to take union and intersection of three sets. For suppose if we have three sets, and if I want to take the union of three sets all together, or the intersection of three sets, how can I take it? I am Ms. Safia, your maths teacher. Here we go. Now the first thing which I am going to discuss here, first all of you are requested, or all of you are intimated to keep a notebook with you. Your notebook and your maths book with you. All of you have your maths book and your maths notebook? You have your maths book and your notebook? Yes, that's very good. Yes. We are going to discuss first De Morgan's law, and it is on page number 9 and page number 10. page number 9 and page number 10. Today we are going to discuss De Morgan's law. What is De Morgan's law? What is the condition for De Morgan's law? How we are going to prove De Morgan's law? Yes, here we have let U be the universal set. All of you know what is universal set. Universal set is the set in which all the elements of two sets are present, in which all the elements are there. Let U be the universal set and A be any subset of universal set. For suppose if I have three sets, the one is set A and the set B, and we have the universal set, then there is a condition. There are two conditions. First one is the complement of A union B is equals to A complement intersection B complement. This is the first condition of De Morgan's law. First condition of De Morgan's law, that is the complement of A union B is equals to A complement intersection B complement. And then we have second condition. What is the second condition? That is whenever we are going to take the complement of A intersection B, it is equals to A complement union B complement. A complement union B complement. Now first we are going to prove condition number 1. Condition number 1. These laws are known as De Morgan's law, and we verify these laws by taking the particular sets. We are going to take some examples through which we are going to prove the first condition and then second condition. So here we have number 1. First condition, that is A, the complement of A union B is equals to A complement intersection B complement. Now in this, what we do, first we are going to prove, first we are going to solve the first side or the left hand side, and then we are going to solve right hand side. Okay, first left hand side and then right hand side, and then afterward we are going to check it out whether LHS, that is left hand side, is equals to right hand side or not. So here first suppose we have the universal set, that is universal set is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the elements of universal set, and the second set A is 1, 3, 5, 7, and the B set is 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have set A and set B, and we also have the universal set. Just check it out. One thing, set A, in set A, the elements are 1, 3, 5, 7. All the elements of set A is present in universal set, whereas the elements of set B is 3, 4, 5, 6, and all the elements of B is also present in universal set. So we can say that set A and set B is the subset of universal set. Means all the elements of set A is present in universal set, and all the elements of set B is also present in universal set. So universal set is the set in which all the elements of both sets, set A and set B, is present. So now first we are going to take LHS, means left hand side. Now what we have in our left hand side, we have to prove that the complement of, we have to find out the complement of A union B. Complement of A union B. Now what is union? Yes guys, what is union? How we are going to find out the union? Yes. What is union? I told you this thing in the previous lecture. Hurry up. What is union? Now in union, what we do, we are going to write down the element of set A and set B both. We have to write all the elements together, my right one. Very good. Now, first we are going to take A union B. Before taking the complement, first we take A union B. Now what is A union B? Now what we do in A union B, we are supposed to write down all the elements of A and B all together. Elements of A and B all together. This is called union. We unite the set. We unite both the set. Set A and set B. So here we have A union B is equals to 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the elements of A and elements of B. Just make sure we are not going to repeat any element. For suppose 3 is in set A and 3 is also in set B, but we are going to write down 3 once. Now the next is, now the second step, we are going to take the complement of A union B. complement of A union B. Now, how we are going to take the complement of A union B? We are going to subtract A union B from universal set. How we are going to take complement? We are going to take the complement by the difference of that set and the universal set. Okay. Now, the complement is union, universal set minus A union B. This is our A union B. We have our universal set, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So minus, and we have A union B. A union B is 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now what we do, we are going to take the difference of universal set plus A union B. Now how we are going to take the difference? Yes guys, hurry up. How we are going to take the difference of universal set and A union B? Now what we do is, first we have to sort out all the common elements. Common element, the elements which we are going to take first we are going to take the common element. For suppose here we have common 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, then 5, 6 and 7. These are the common elements. So what is our answer? Answer will be 2. Why the answer is 2? Just because in differentiation, or when we are going to find out the difference of two set, we are going to write down the element that are left in the first set. Elements which are left in first set. Elements which are left in the first set. Here we have the common elements 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 2 is left. 2 is not common in the set A. So our answer will be 2. Now the next, this is our LHS. Now we move towards right hand side. That is the A complement intersection B complement. So here we are going to take RHS right hand side, and the right hand side is A complement intersection B complement. So first what we do, we are going to find out A complement and then B complement, and then afterward we are going to take the intersection of A complement and B complement. Here we have A complement, that is U minus A. Here we are going to subtract set A from the universal set. So what we do here we have 1, 3, 5, 7 are the common elements. So we are not supposed to write down the common elements. We have to write down the elements other than the common elements. So here 2, 4 and 6. The answer of A complement is the elements which are left over. Elements which are left over after taking the common. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Now the second is B complement. Now how we are going to take B complement? B complement is universal set minus B set. Here we have universal set minus B set. Answer will be 1, 2 and 7. Just because 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are the common elements in universal set and B, and what is the leftover? 1, 2 and 7. 1, 2 and 7. Now A complement is done. B complement is done. Now we are going to find out the next step, that is A complement intersection B complement. So here we have A complement 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6 intersection B complement, and the B complement is 1, 2, 7. This is the answer what we get from A complement, and this is our answer what we get from B complement. Okay, so what we do in intersection, we are going to take the common elements only. The elements which are common in set A and set B. Just make sure in intersection we are going to take the elements that are common in set A and set B. Now 2 is there, 2 is there, so 2 is the common. 4 is there, but 4 is not there, so we are not supposed to write down 4 here. 6 is there, but 6 is not there. So here we have the common element, that is called 2. Now just check it out. The answer of LHS and the answer of RHS. Here we get 2 and here we also get 2. So left hand side is equals to right hand side, hence proved. means your first condition is proved. If you get the same answer in LHS and RHS, then your condition of this A complement of A union B and A complement intersection B complement is true. Okay, is it clear? First condition is clear? Yes, guys, first condition is clear? Yes, it's very good question. Good. Now the second condition is A in the complement of A intersection B is equals to A complement union B complement. A complement union B complement. Now in this first we are going to prove the left hand side, and then afterward we are going to prove right hand side, and then we compare left hand side and right hand side. Okay. So first we are going to take left hand side, and that is first the universal. Now here we have a different example. Here we have the universal set A B C D E F G, and the A set is A C E and G, and the B set, the elements of B set are C D E and F. C D E and F. So next will be, now we are going to take LHS, this one. Okay, this one, left hand side. A and the complement of A intersection B. Okay. Now, before taking the complement, first we are going to take A intersection B, intersection of set A and set B. So here we have set A and set B. Now, what we do in intersection, we are going to take the common elements, the elements which are common in A and B both. A and B both. So here we have common elements, that is C and E. C and E. Iman Siddiqui. My voice is clear, Iman? Now, set A is A, C, E, and G, whereas set B is C, D, E, and F. So we are going to take the intersection, and for intersection, what we do, we are going to take the common elements. We are going to take common elements, the elements which are common in set A and set B. So here we have C and E is common. C and E is common. So next step will be, now we are going to take the complement of A intersection B. A intersection B. Now for complement, what we do, we are going to subtract our A intersection B, this set, from universal set. So here we have universal set A, B, C, D, E, F, and G minus C and E. Now for difference, what we do first, this is the common in universal set and A intersection B. Okay, this one is common. So now which one is left? A, B, D, F, and G. So here we have A, B, D, F, and G. Okay. Now the next is, now here the LHS is clear. Now we are going to take right hand side. Right hand side. Now in right hand side we have A complement union B complement. We have A complement union B complement. Now for this, what we do, first we are supposed to solve A complement and then B complement, and then afterward we are going to take the union of A complement and B complement. Okay, Iman, my voice is clear? Now, taking RHS. So, here first we are going to find out A complement, and for A complement, what we do, we are going to take the difference of, okay. Now, here we have LHS, that is left hand side, and left hand side is A intersection B and then complement of A intersection B. So here we are going to take, first we are going to take A intersection B, the elements which are common in A and B, the elements which are common in A and B, and then afterward we take A intersection B. Here is the answer. Then we are going to take the complement of A intersection and B. A intersection B. For complement, what we do, we are going to take the difference in between universal set and A intersection B set. So here is first C and E is the common, but we are not going to take the intersection here. We are going to take the difference. Okay. So here answer is A, the leftover. Leftover. When we are going to take the difference, then we go for the leftover element in the first set. Leftover element in the first set. Here we have A, B, D, F, and G. Now, taking RHS, first we are going to find out the A complement, or for A complement, what we do, we are going to take the difference of universal set and A. Here we have, A, and then C, and then E, and then G. Okay. Now the answer will be B, D, and F. B, D, and F. Okay. Now we are going to take the B complement, and for B complement, what we do, we are going to take the difference in between universal set and the B set. So here we have the universal set minus B set. So C, D, the elements which are present in B is C, D, E, and F. So here, what is the common? Muhammad Ali Sheikh, A, B, and G. Well done, Ali. A, B, and G. Now we have done A complement and then B complement. Now, A complement, union, B complement. Now for union, what we do, we are going to unite set A and set B, or we are going to write down the element of set A and set B all together in one set. Okay. So here we have A, B, D, and F, and G. Just check the answer of left hand side. This is the answer of left hand side, and this is the answer of right hand side. Just check it out. A, B, D, F, G. A, B, D, F, G. So left hand side is equals to right hand side. Left hand side is, Iman, I think you are having a problem with it. I don't have any problem just because the rest of the students are able to listen. So yes, then left hand side is equals to right hand side, and true, as the answer of left hand side is equals to the answer of right hand side. So this condition is true. So we have two conditions for De Morgan's law. We prove the first condition and then we prove the second condition. Okay, this is called De Morgan's law. Okay, is it clear? These are the two conditions. These are the two conditions for De Morgan's law. Yes. Now we move towards, this is also on page number 9 and 10. Okay, your page number 9 and 10. Page number 9 and 10. Now we are going to find out the operation of union and intersection on three set. Now what does operation mean in here? Operation mean union and intersection. Union and intersection. Here operation mean, like in journal, if we say operations, then it means plus, minus, division, or multiplication. But here in the set, operation mean union and intersection. Union and intersection. Okay, now operation of union and intersection on three set. Now we have done in our, what we have done in our previous lecture, that is how we are going to take the union of two set and the union and the intersection of two set. Union of two set and the intersection of two set. This is just one example for the Venn diagram for three set. Like if we have two set, then we are going to draw the two circle according to the set. Okay, if the set is disjoint or the set is overlapping, you know this thing. Okay. Now here we have a question. For suppose here we have set A is equals to 3, 4, 5, 6, and set B is equals to 1, 2, 3, and set C is equals to 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here what we do, first A union and then B union C. First we are going to solve the set that is in the bracket, this one. Okay, first we are going to take B union C. So here we have B union C, the set of B and the set of C, and in union what we do, we are going to write down all the elements all together. Okay, but no need to write down the element twice a time. Okay, here 2 is also there in set B, 2 is also there in set B, but we are supposed to write down this 2 once. Okay, just one, no repetition at all. Now second is A union. Now B union C is clear, and now the question is A union and then B union C. Now A union, we have the answer of this. Okay, this is the answer of A, B union C. So we are going to write down set A and then B union C, and now we are going to take the union of this and this. So here we have the answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you see the properties of union and intersection of two or three sets, it is clear in on page number 8. This is on page number 8 and page number 9. Page number 8 and page number 9. This is, yeah, on page number 8 and page number 10. This is very simple. If you want to take the union of three set, you can take it. You are going to write on all the elements. Like for suppose if I have to add 1 plus 2 plus, okay. Now in this question, what we do, we have so many methods for this. First, we are going to add 1 and 2. 1 plus 2 is 3, and then 3 plus 3 is 6. Okay. Or what we do, we are going to add 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 3. 3 and 3 is 6. In one go or in two step. It's up to you. Okay. Now, the second is A union B intersection C. Now, first we are going to solve the thing that is in the bracket. Okay, B intersection C. B intersection C, or what you do, you are going to take the elements, all the elements of set A, all the elements of set A, and then union, then B, then intersection, then C. Here we have A, okay, and then we have B, okay, and then we have C. Okay. Now, first here we have to solve B intersection C first. So intersection B intersection C. First we have to solve B intersection C. Intersection means the elements which are common in set B and set C. So here we have the common elements. We get the common elements. Check. Okay. And then afterward, now we are going to take A union, then B intersection C. So in union, what we do, we are going to take all the elements. Okay, we are going to take all the elements of two sets, the element of this and this, and we are going to write down all the elements all together. Okay. Now, if you open your book, exercise number 1.3, question number 17, question number 18, and question number 19. Question number 17, 18, and 19, there are some conditions given to you which you have to prove. Here we have set A, okay, and set B. Set A and set B. There was some part, okay, please wait. Okay, I'm going to tell you again in the last. Now, first is 17 is A. This is the symmetric difference of A and B is equals to A union B minus A intersection B. This is the same method, the method which I follow in the De Morgan's law. First, you have to prove this side. Okay, you have to solve this side, and then you are going to take your RHS. First, you are going to take your LHS left hand side, solve it, and then you are going to take your RHS, solve it, and just check the answer. If the answers are same for LHS and RHS, then condition is proved. Then A, the symmetric difference of A and B, or A delta B is equals to A union B minus A intersection B. And same with the second condition, A delta B is equals to A minus B union B minus A. First, you have to solve this side, okay? And then you are going to solve this side, and at the last you are going to check the answer of this side and this side. Okay, if the answers are same, it means A delta B is equals to this side. Okay, and then this side, A minus B is equals to A minus A intersection B. So first we are going to prove this side, okay, and then A minus A intersection B. Page number 12. Page number 12. Is it clear? This is all about our today lecture. Yes, guys. Tabassum, you asked me that. Can you explain it again? Okay. This one, Vijay, in this, what we have to do is first we have to solve this side B intersection C. B intersection C. What I do, I just told you the method. Both the method. First, you can take this one first, and then afterward you are going to take union, or you can take it in one go. Like here we have set A, and then union, union. Here is the union. Then set B, and here we have intersection, intersection, and then set C. Here we have to solve bracket first, and in our bracket, what? B intersection C. So first we are going to take B intersection C. B intersection C. So this is the answer of B intersection C. Okay, this is the answer of B intersection C. And then this is your A set union B intersection C. Now we in union, what we do, we are supposed to write down all the elements all together in one set. Here we have the answer. Okay, Miss, can you explain 1.3 question number 17 again? Question number 17 is, if you know the previous lecture or if you check my previous lecture, then I explain you how we are going to take the symmetric difference in between A and B. Symmetric difference in between A and B. In this, what we do first, we are going to solve LHS left hand side, and then we are going to solve RHS, okay, and then at the last you are going to compare your LHS with RHS. Means you have to compare your both sides, first side and the second side. If first side is equals to, or if LHS is equals to RHS left hand side is equals to right hand side, then condition is proved. Part 18 also. Now in part 18, what you do, you have to take the difference of, or you have to take the symmetric difference, or you can say that A delta B, and then A minus B. First you have to solve this side and then this side, and then afterward you have to prove your LHS is equals to RHS. Iman, Irfan, how we are going to solve it? Just like this. Just like this. First we are going to take LHS. Here we have LHS, and then we are going to take RHS. And when we have done RHS, you have to compare your left hand side with right hand side. So here we have left hand side and the right hand side, hence proved. Left, Iman Irfan, left hand side to कैसे solve करेंगे? Okay. Yes, here we have left hand side. Question number, okay, question number 17. A delta B. What we do in, if we are going to find out the symmetric difference of A and B, what we do, we are not supposed to take the common elements. We are not supposed to take the common elements from set A and B, but we are going to take the leftover elements from set A and set B. Set A and set B. This is present on your page number 6, Iman. Iman Irfan, just check page number 6. Page number 6, difference of two set. Page number 6. Yes. Yes, Vidya, now the room is open for your questions. Hurry up, ask me the question. If you have any doubt, if you have any confusion, please ask me. Miss, all doubts are cleared. Miss, question number 19. Yes, question number 19, beta. Question number 19 is, first you have to take left hand side, and the left hand side is A minus B. Okay. When left hand side is done, then you solve right hand side, and the right hand side is A minus A intersection B. Now in this, what you do, first you are going to take A intersection B, and then just take the difference of A set and A intersection B. And then you have to prove this thing that A minus B is equals to A minus A intersection B. Thank you for explaining everything. Alicia Junaid, thank you very much. You are welcome, Vijay. Miss, everything is cleared. You explain. Now, Vijay, after this lecture or this, I am going to give you the assignment, and what you have to do in your assignment, you have to do the practice on your loose sheet, okay? Question number 17, 18, 19, and 20. Question number 17, 18, 19, and 20. You have to solve it on your loose sheet. Is it clear? Is it clear? You are the best teacher. Thank you so much, Irtiza. Okay, Vijay, now what you have to do for your next lecture, in our next lecture, we are going to discuss ordered pair, Cartesian product, binary relation, and we are going to discuss domain and range of the binary relation. So what you have to do is you have to read page number 13, 14 and 15. Okay, page number 13, 14 and 15. Just take overview of this. You just read it. Ordered pair, what is ordered pair? Cartesian product of set, binary relation, and then you have to read domain and range of the binary relation. That is on page number 13, 14 and 15. Okay, now meet you in the next lecture that will be on Friday. Up till then, you have to take good care of yourself. Just follow all the precautions against COVID-19. We'll meet you in the next lecture. Thank you so very much. Allah Hafiz and take care. I am going to take your attendance, bete. I have a list of participants, so you people not too worried about this. Okay? Miss, are you Miss Safia? Yes, Ali Sheikh, I'm Miss Safia. Thank you so much, everybody.